Last week, we made a video about SpaceX and Google racing to put data centers in space, and one comment kept coming back over and over. Why are you talking about plans? China already did it. So we checked, and the answer is yes, and also no. And the truth is stranger than both. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly who's actually winning the race for AI in space. Claim 1. China already has a supercomputer in orbit. Verdict? True. On May 14, 2025, a Long March 2D rocket lifted off from the Jiuquan Launch Center in northwest China. On board, 12 satellites. Not communication satellites, not spy satellites. Computers. This is the three-body computing constellation. Yes, named after that three-body problem. And it is, by any reasonable definition, the first supercomputer network in orbit. The specs are real. Each satellite carries an AI processor running up to 744 trillion operations per second. They talk to each other through laser links at up to 100 gigabits per second. That's not satellite to ground, that's satellite to satellite, in a mesh, in space. Combined, the first batch delivers 5 peta operations per second with 30 terabytes of storage, flying overhead right now. And this year, Chinese state media reported the constellation completed 9 months of in-orbit testing, including running large AI models directly on the satellites. Not a demo, an operating system for orbit. So the comment was right? China won? Hold that thought. Claim 2, it's only 12 satellites, a publicity stunt. Verdict, false. And this is the part most people miss. Those 12 satellites are batch 1 of a program called Star Compute. The plan, 2,800 satellites. The target, 1,000 peta operations per second. A full exascale computer in orbit. And look at who's building it. On one side, Ada Space, a Chengdu startup founded in 2018 that does AI satellites. On the other, Zhejiang Lab, a research giant backed by the Zhejiang government, Zhejiang University, and Alibaba. This is not a university experiment. This is China's tech establishment treating orbital computing as a national infrastructure. While American companies were writing press releases, China was writing launch schedules. Claim 3. Meanwhile, SpaceX and Google are way ahead. Verdict, false. Actually, reverse it. Let's line up the scoreboard as of today. SpaceX has filed for up to 1 million orbital data center satellites, 100 kilowatts of computing per ton, parked in sun-synchronous orbit. Launched so far, 0, no launch date announced. Google's Project Suncatcher, the TPU satellites we covered last time, is targeting 2 prototype satellites by early 2027, built with Planet Labs as a proof of concept for an 81 satellite cluster. Launched so far, 0. There are even reports that Google is negotiating with SpaceX for the launches. The 2 American giants racing each other may end up carpooling. So on paper, America plans 1 million satellites. In orbit, China has 12 working, tested, running AI models. Paper versus hardware. That's the real scoreboard. But before anyone declares game over, here's the number nobody puts in the headline. 5 peta operations per second sounds enormous. Now do some back-of-the-envelope math against a single NVIDIA H100, the standard chip of the AI boom. One H100 does roughly 4 peta operations per second at low precision. So China's entire first batch, 12 satellites, lasers, solar panels, a rocket launch, adds up to about 1 high-end GPU server, the kind that fits under a desk. It's not an insult, it's the point. Nobody is putting serious AI compute in orbit yet. What China bought with that launch isn't computing power. It's the learning curve. How to cool chips in vacuum, how to survive radiation, how to network a data center that moves at 28,000 kilometers per hour. They're learning it with real hardware, while everyone else learns it in PowerPoint. And the skeptics have receipts too. Masayoshi Son, the man chairing the $500 billion Stargate AI project, says orbital data centers fail the most basic cost test. Analysts say the economics only work in the 2030s. IF launch costs fall below $200 per kilogram, which not coincidentally is exactly the bet SpaceX is making with Starship. So, Did China already win? No, but they're the only ones actually playing. Everyone else is still in the locker room, drawing plays. The race for AI in space won't be decided by who files the biggest paperwork. It'll be decided by who solves heat, radiation, and launch cost first. China started the clock. The West has the bigger engine, if it ever leaves the garage. Next week, the cooling problem, the one physics issue that could kill every single one of these plans, including China's. A viewer comment exposed it, and it goes deeper than we thought. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you think I'm wrong about China, the comment section is right there. That's where this video came from.